And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders and students all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube, and this is Forex Trading Course 101. If this is your first time with us, everybody, what are we trying to do here? We're trying to build the three pillars of a beginner trader. Pillar number one is the strategy and or system. Pillar number two is the risk management. We are trying to understand how risk management works in our strategy and or system. And the big one, the psychology part. We're trying to understand and learn how psychology affects our risk management decisions, everybody. And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders. And I have the echo, right? And remember, everybody, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. Zuelius, you are the master, you know, I'm just a servant. Okay, everybody, so talking about psychology, we are trying to learn how this psychology affects our risk management decisions and our strategies. Hello Allah, how are you? Hello Husnaini. And what do champion beginner traders say about psychology and trading? They are saying, I am not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. And this is of course a quote from Mark Douglas. And somebody was sending an email to me yesterday, if we are not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis, what else is there? What else is there? It's a great question. So the answer is, it's a set of trades, everybody. Hello Lucas, how are you? It's a set of trades. It's a different story when you live and die, like feeling happy or sad every single trade, everybody, or feeling happy or sad on a set of 20, 30, 40, 50 trades. Make sense? And it doesn't make sense to the beginner trader, right? But sooner or later you are going to get this, everybody. And I have my own quote here: when the market scares you, don't be afraid to do the right thing, right? What are the right things to do, everybody? Follow the system, follow the strategy, obey the rules, okay? When you lose and you lose again, and you lose again, and you get scared, and me too, right? We're all the same. When we get scared, well, let's not be afraid of doing the right thing. And remember, everybody, 90% of traders lose money in the forex market worldwide, and the webinars are not investment or trading advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. And for homeworks or questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and you can follow me on TradingView if you want. So that being said, everybody, the lesson today is trading Japanese candlesticks, bullish and bearish candlestick formation in channels. So let's open AUDJPY weekly chart first, and let's try to find. So this is a channel here, right, everybody? AUDJPY, just an example. We're going to check different. So this would be a channel here, and clone here. And we learned about channels, right? How to spot a channel. So 1, 2, somewhere in here, right? This would be 1. Okay, now it goes like this, everybody. If you are going to use candlestick formations for your strategy, okay, so sideways, let's say consolidation entry. Okay, number one, aggressive traders enter with candlestick formations. Number two, conservative traders enter with candlestick formations plus CTB, counter trend line break, plus. Okay, now number three, ultra conservative let's make a difference. Ultra conservative traders would enter, you know, enter with, would be what? Candlestick formations plus CTB stands for counter trend line break plus change in the short term trend on the next lower time frame. Okay, everybody, take a screenshot of this text, write it down, take a pen and paper, write this down, take a screenshot. Okay, type in the chat done so we can move forward. And remember, everybody, I'm going to be away for the next 3 months. Okay, so February, March, January, February, March, April, May. So end of May, everybody, I'm going to be back. Okay, so put in the chat, everybody, done. And remember, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat so we can move forward. Okay, and then we're going to address the different channels, different sideways movement, and we're going to see which one of these entries would be suit you best. Everybody, try to define if you're an aggressive trader or if you are conservative or you are ultra conservative. Okay, there is no right or wrong. Tari says done. Okay, very good. Now we learned about the sideways channel, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the weekly chart. It's just an example, everybody. We are going to use the same concepts and rules on all time frames, all currency pairs. Okay, so here after this, let's make it bigger, you know, after this, so here the market confirmed the channel. You know, we have the market hit the band once, the market hit the band twice, the market hit the band for the 3rd time, and the market hit the band for the 4th time. So this is a confirmation that we are in a channel. Okay, now Tari, Lucas, Fosnaini, Alan, Zuelius, which entry would you choose? Entry number 1, entry number 2, or entry number 3? And remember, there is no right or wrong. But if you are going to form a strategy, everybody, you should obey the rules of the strategy. Okay? So Tari, Lucas, Hosnaini, Alas, Willis, and everybody else, type in the chat 1, 2, or 3. If you say 1, you are going to enter just with the candlestick formation. If you would say 2, you are going to enter with the candlestick formation and the counter trend line break. And if you say 3, you would enter with the candlestick formation, counter trend line break, and the change in the short-term trend on the next lower. So now that we're on the weekly, we're going to check this on the daily. Make sense? Make sense, everybody? Zueli says 3. Come on, man, I don't believe you. You know, I would say you are 1, now you are 3. Entry number 2. Okay. Anybody would say 1? Number 3 for me. Okay. So let's see the counter trend line break, right? Counter trend line break would be somewhere in here, you know, on the next one. Maybe this one would be better, right? Okay, so Husnani says 3, Lucas says 3, okay, great. So Zuelius 3, Tarish says number 2. Okay, Allah says 3. Okay, everybody, great answers, great. Remember, okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to go on the daily chart, you know, and just to check, right? Daily chart. So Tari, you would enter here. This would be Tari's entry. In here, let's make it red, right? Okay, this would be Tari's. Let's make it red and bigger. Counter trend line break, right? Something like this. Remember, everybody, we are entering on the weekly, not the daily. Okay, so this would be Tari's entry. Now stop loss and take profit, right? So this would be the stop loss on the channel so far, and clone, take profit. 1 and clone number 2. Okay, now Allah, Husnaini, Lucas and Zuelius, we are going to wait, right, for a change in the short-term trend. So our entry would be here, so high to low, low to high, high to low, right? We have a change in the short-term trend. Okay, now remember, we are now on the daily, right? So is this, everybody, so who's choosing number 3? Is this bearish candlestick formation, yes or no? This would be the entry for the ultra conservative trader. Sell with stop loss above the higher high. Higher high or lower high? Tari? Higher high or lower high? Remember, everybody, don't mix apples with bananas. Sideways channel has its own strict rules of trading. Everybody. Beginner traders, this is the sideways channel. This is the upper band, this is the lower band. It doesn't matter what happens in here. It doesn't matter what JP Morgan Chase Unicorn system you are using to enter. It doesn't matter where we are going to enter. The stop loss goes above the higher high of the price movement, or when we're going to buy on the 20 pips below the lowest low. Okay, those are the rules. It doesn't matter where you enter, how you enter, what signal system advisor, JP Morgan Chase robot you are using, everybody. Okay, stop loss goes above or below the highest highs or lower lows. In the textbook, the stop loss, it goes 20 pips above or below the sideways line, but we know that the market sometimes is going to push higher, stop you out, and then is going to reverse. So it's more suitable, at least in my opinion, it's more suitable to put the stop loss above or below. So beginner trader, is this a bearish candlestick formation for the ultra conservative? High point above top band. Okay, great. Ultra conservative. Question number 1 for Allah, Husnaini, Lucas and Zuelius. Is this your entry, everybody? You can type in the chat yes. You can type in the chat no. You can type in the chat I'm not sure. Is this your entry? Allah, Husnaini, Lucas and Zuelius. Is this your entry, everybody? For the ultra conservative trader, just check the numbers. No, so number one, do we have a counter trendline break? Do we have a candlestick formation, and do we have a change in the short-term trend? So what would this be? It's a yes, it's a no, it's a not yet. Zueli says yes. So what's the difference, right? So this is the learning part today, everybody. What's the difference? What's the difference? Number one would enter on the weekly in this example. Okay, number one would enter on the weekly. Number two would enter on the weekly. In this example, could be the daily, or the 4 hour, whatever. Number three would enter on the daily. Everybody, this is the learning part today, traders. Okay, the aggressive trader, when he or she spots a consolidation or a sideways channel, the aggressive and the conservative would enter on the higher time frame. In this example, the weekly. Number three, so the ultra conservative, because we want to see a change in the short-term trend, we would enter on the daily with the same rules. So yes, but I would wait. Congratulations, Lucas. So it's a not yet, everybody. Not yet. We need to wait for the counter trendline break in order to enter. Okay, so this would be your entry, everybody. Number three, would be here. Okay, let's make it what? Violet? No, orange color, everybody. Okay, orange color. Now you must understand that if you enter on the daily, your stop loss goes on the same level than the weekly. I only enter in the extensions of the bigger time frame in smaller, so I don't know how to this chart is aligned to my rule. Husnaini, sideways channels are a structural part of the trends and waves. Okay, and everybody, if you don't understand the channels, okay, just simply don't trade them, but at least you need to learn, Okay, so we are in the market. The market is, let's see what the market is moving, against us, and it's moving up and down, and falling down, right? Moving down, whoops, going against us one more time, and moving sideways, falling, finally falling, right? Falling, and let's see, falling down, and bam. Can you see, everybody, how this works? How many retests we had? Can you see, everybody? And beginner traders, this is the skill. Don't panic in here, Okay, don't panic, stay strong. Oh, why is that? I would go out, everybody. Do we have a change in the short-term trend in here? So high to low, low to high, high to low, So is this price movement here, green one, Does this represent a change in the short-term trend? So we entered the market with the correct entry, correct stop loss, correct everything, you know. We are trading the market, you know, the market's making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, but it didn't hit the lower band, right? And in the middle, and this happens all the time, in between, in the middle, the market just reversed, right? So is the green line compared to the violet line, did the short-term trend change? Everybody? Did the short-term trend change? And this is a skill, you know? And we learned about cancel and replace, or the also so-called floating stop or adaptive stop too, you know, different names for the same technique. You know, we would adjust, you know, every time that the market makes a new low, we would take the stop loss, and so this would be our stop loss level. Hello MHB, how are you? Right? So here is the question. We are scared, we are freaking out, the market is going against us. You know, we would like to close the trade, right? You know, did the short-term trend change? Everybody? Zuelius says yes, Tari says no. No relevant change. What do you think, Lucas, Husnaini, Tari, Atari, yes. Lucas, Husnaini, Ala, Douglas. Did the short-term trend change? Look at where is the market, look where is our stop, you know, and we are freaking out as beginner traders, which is totally normal, by the way. You know, we get scared, oh, I'm going to lose all my profits, you know. The market gave me, you know, $20, $200, $2,000, and now I'm back to 50% of my profits, let's get out, right? Lucas says, no, I think not yet, no relevant high. Exactly, everybody. So, and this is an emotional skill here. Make sense? If you have your stop loss up in here, and the market is retracing, and the market didn't hit the lower band, which is confirmed, by the way, of this sideways, you know, then we should not get out in here. Douglas says, I don't know, fair answer. Husnain says no. This is a down retracement, everybody, nothing more, you know. And of course, how we think as beginner traders, what do we think, everybody? We think, oh, but if the market continues, it's going to eat all of my profits, right? True or true, everybody? When the market goes against us, what are we starting to think? Oh, the market is going to eat all my profits. We are looking the profit and loss numbers, and we were in profit $20, $2, $2,000, $20,000, and now we are back to 50%. And our brain start to think, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose the profits. True or true? Remember, we are telling you every single lesson, everybody, every single class, that the psychology part is the big one. And we are here right now. This is nothing more than psychology, emotions. You know, the market is going against me, and I'm seeing the market making higher highs, higher lows, and I'm thinking as a beginner trader, you know, oh, I'm going to lose all the profits. I worked so hard, I spot a great entry, my stop loss in the right place, and I'm not going to let the market to stop me out, right? How many of us are thinking, I am not going to let the market stop me out again? I want to be right. Thank you for the thumb up. In this time I really appreciate, you know. If you are honest with yourself, everybody, and you say, yes, this is me, this is how I think and feel, you know, this thumb up has value for me, everybody. How many of us are thinking like this? I'm not going to let the market stop me out. Or, oh, I don't want to give the market back the profits. True or true? So what's the challenge here? The challenge is we are not growing as traders, everybody. We are not growing as traders, and we are not building the skill. What is the skill? Obey the rules. Obey the rules, follow the rules. Stay in the market. Oh, but what if, everybody, if you would work for me, okay, not as a beginner, but let's say that you have some experience, if you would work for me and if you are getting out in here, then we are going to have a conversation, you know. But what if the market stops you out, you get a congratulations because you follow the rules. If you would exit it in here, we would have a conversation. Why did you exit in here? Oh, but the market was retracing. The market is retracing all the time. Oh, but the market was making higher highs, higher lows. The market is making higher highs, higher lows all the time. Here too. Why did you exit the trade? Make sense, everybody? Does this make sense? I am still thinking about that on euro. What about the euro? Okay, so this is nothing more than an emotional issue, okay, and we should stay in the market. See, everybody? So number one, it's normal, okay, we are not judging anybody. Number one, this is normal behavior, normal emotions. Beginner traders, we get scared, okay, it's normal. But on the other side, we are trying to explain to you and teach you that you should grow your emotional intelligence if you want. You should grow, everybody, the skill of respecting the rules. There is a learning curve, sure, but once that we are clear what is an extension, what is a retracement, what is a relevant high, what is not a relevant high, then the next level, it's emotions, it's psychological. Make sense, everybody, or it's no sense? Okay, so we are here, we got our profit. Now let's go back to the questions and let's go back on the weekly, right? Weekly chart. Let's delete this one, delete. Okay. Weekly chart. Who is number 2? Tari, okay. 1, 2. One more. Okay. Candlestick formations. Where would you enter? Tari, you are number 2, right? Okay. See, everybody, is this a candlestick formation? And many times we are doubting, right? So we would enter where? Here, this one. This would be the entry, right? This would be the entry, you know. This would be, let's make this green. Okay. Beginner traders, it's totally normal that we would doubt this one, like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure, you know, this white, you know, bullish shooting star, right? and I'm not sure, so I'm going to wait for another one, and bam, oh, now I'm sure. Make sense? So this would be an entry now, or maybe not, right? Counter trend line break. Let's see, counter trend line break. Black one here, here, and here. Not yet. The aggressive one, maybe, right? Yes, candlestick formation plus counter trend line break. Husnan is saying, just want to take time to thank you for all the things you are doing for us. I'm way better than before, and I'm clear about concepts and constantly learning, and every day is improvement closer. Thank you very much, Husnani. Remember, you are in halfway, everybody. Forex course 101, this is basic stuff. Once you are over, you should go to the Forex course 202. Okay? Thank you, Husnaini. Just remember, the Forex course 101, you can make some profits, yes you can, but talking about being consistently profitable, the Forex course 101, it's not enough, everybody. Okay? So, let's go back to the daily. And so Tari was here, you know, and the ultra conservative, right? We want to see a change in the short-term trend. So see, everybody, this is the difference between the 1, 2, 3. So we want to see a change in the short-term trend. So high to low to high. Our entry for the conservative traders would be here, right? This is the entry, this is the stop loss, and this is the take profit. Husnaini, Douglas, Lucas, Zuelius, and Ala, would you enter this trade? Number 3, you know, number 3, I would enter on the daily, counter trend line break plus candlestick formations plus change in the short-term trend. Who, everybody, want to enter? Who would enter this trade? Would you enter? Husnaini, Douglas, Lucas, Zuelius, Ala, would you enter this one? You can type yes, you can type no, and no, you cannot type I don't know this time, everybody. You need to make a decision. Zuelius says no. Why not? You have everything is there. Why not, Zuelius? What about you, Douglas, Husnaini, Lucas, Ala? What about you? MHB2, what about you? Zuelius says no, why not? Remember, there is no right or wrong. Lucas, I think not risk reward is bad. Great answer. What about you, Douglas, Husnaini, Ala, and Zuelius? Why not? Oh, but it's making higher highs, higher lows. Oh, but it broke the downtrend line, the counter trend line. Ala says yes, MHB yes. Zuelius risk reward. Okay, thank you very much. Ala and MHB, you should not enter this trade, everybody. Thank you for being honest, Ala and MHB. This is a trade you should not take, everybody, because as what Lucas and Zuelius are saying, it's bad risk reward ratio. But you can change to a smaller time frame. No, you can't. No, you can't, Zuelius. Great question. Why, everybody, listen to this. Another golden nugget today for you. Why we cannot go to the smaller time frames? What's the answer? It would be wrong to go to a smaller time frame and go long. Why is that? It's wrong, Zuelius. Who knows? Let's see how smart you are, everybody. Why is it wrong? So, step by step, okay? Number one, Ala, MHB and everybody else who thinks, oh, I'm going to enter, you should not enter in here because you are risking more than you are making. Is that simple, everybody? And then Zuelius says, okay, but we can go on the smaller time frame. No, this would be wrong. This would be wrong. Why is that? There is a logic behind this, everybody. Because risk reward lower high not broken can continue. Yes, sir. One more. Zuelius, what are you trading? What are you trading on the 4-hour chart? What are you trading on the 15-minute chart, everybody? It's a great comment, Zuelius. When we do this, everybody, as beginner traders, we are forcing the market. Like, oh, I want to enter here. I want to be right. The higher time frame controls the lower time frame. This is in favor of Zuelius, so this would make sense. Probability in higher time frame. No, this is in favor of Zuelius. No. Tari stopped out, maybe. So everybody, what Zuelius is saying, it makes sense, right? What Zuelius is saying, it makes sense. So if I cannot enter on the daily, let's go on the 4-hour chart, right? What Zuelius is saying, it's saying, well, let's go on the 4-hour chart, let's enter in here and let's put the stop loss in here, right? This would make me happy, right? Stop loss below the low in here and we would enter at, this would be the entry, right? This would be the entry in here, right? And stop loss somewhere in here. Make sense, everybody? This way of thinking, beginner traders? Because I cannot have the risk reward ratio good enough on the daily, I'm going to go on the smaller time frame. And I'm telling you, don't do this. This is the incorrect way. But I'm looking at the chart and it makes sense, right? So why is this not the correct way? Congratulations, Zuelius, because we are trading a channel. This entry is not wrong, but this entry is not a sideways channel entry, everybody. If you can understand it, this level of understanding is a difference between a beginner trader and an advanced trader. This entry is not wrong, but we are not trading anymore this sideways channel. Make sense? And if you are trading the sideways channel and you are going to put this stop loss in here, then one more time, we are going to have a conversation. Why did you put the stop loss here? Oh, because of the risk reward. What pattern are you trading? Boss, the sideways channel. Well, if you are trading the sideways channel, the stop loss should be down here. Oh, but I cannot enter then. Exactly. Exactly, this is the point. If you are going to enter the sideways channel, everybody, the ultra conservative, no entry for you. Is that simple? Oh, but I'm going to enter on the short-term uptrend inside the side. Well, this is a different story. Make sense, everybody? You need to be clear, and you can ask Stoyan when it comes to class time to time. Most of the 101 traders that are coming to the 202 course, they have still the difficulty understanding that different patterns have different rules and different stop loss levels that we must obey. Not should, not could, not whatever, it's a must. Make sense, everybody? This is not the correct way. Okay? So, can we trade this short-term trade? Yes, we can, but this is the whole another story. How to enter, where to enter, you know? What strategy are they using? What indicators are we looking? Pattern change to the short-term trade trading. Yes, exactly. Okay? This is not the same. Oh, but I would win. So you have the crystal ball, right? Everybody. It's common sense, you know, and it's normal for the beginner trader. Oh, you know, we are back testing, you know, we are looking back at the charts, right? And we are saying, oh, I would win. Would you win here, everybody? Would you win here? What about now? Would you win here? Short-term trending, stop loss in here or stop loss in here? Would you win this game, everybody, doing this way? So one more time before we finish, everybody, it's normal, okay? It's normal mixing apples with bananas as beginner traders, okay? And one of the most difficult parts of trading is respecting the rules and understanding that it's not all the same, and learning that psychologically we want to be right, you know, because we want to be right, we are forcing the market, you know. Oh, I want to be right and this is the entry, you know. Makes sense, everybody? Every time that we are trying to figure out how to enter the market on the same pattern, we are forcing the market. And this is a bad trading habit. Make sense? Make sense, everybody? So, in conclusion, what did you learn today? Everybody, what did you learn? Or did you learn anything today? You can say yes, you can say no, you know, I mean, if this is your first time, please go back to the Stohastic YouTube webinar page, YouTube channel, and start to watch and learn, starting from lesson number 1, what is market structure? Okay? Lucas says, makes sense. Don't force the market. Okay? And there is a concept in multiple time frame trading, everybody. You cannot enter a long-term trade from a short-term perspective. Statistically speaking, is going to stop you out. Make sense? You cannot win this game doing the wrong things, everybody. And following the rules, it's difficult in the beginning. Make sense? Yes, respect the pattern. Okay. Okay, everybody, our time is up. See you back in May, end of May. Okay. Stohastic is going to give you a notification. Don't worry, I'll be back end of May to continue the course and the lessons. Until then, everybody, stay strong and trade.